Welcome back to the Nick Brown Show, the Nick Brown Show Network. Appreciate you waking up early on this Saturday morning. With that, we're going to go to the Origin Bank hotline. We got Chuckopedia. Good morning, Chuck. How are you?
Are you all doing this morning? Are you all live streaming today?
We will be in just a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I see it. That's just always come up, the notification come up when you're live streaming. But my reason for calling, it's so much going on in the news, and I started someone brought it up on one of the other What's Talk radio shows about Kirk Nettie making that remark. But what happened, you know what happened, living off of what's going on, what have you done lately, look at, Michigan won the national championship, Ohio State, and then Indiana. But you know what happened, the SEC ended up winning, they won national championship, which is pre-NIL. One thing Big Ten is NIL, well, in the time, but that doesn't make them the period conference. Let's face it, you look at that now. It's kind of like a music recording artist that may have had a hit. But the thing about it is when people wanted that record, they want to ask, can you do a follow-up? Can you have follow-up? If you don't have follow-up, you mean being dropped on the label. It's kind of some type things, and that's why I take it with Nettie or Mark that way. It's slow your roll there. But the SEC. But also I saw a reading yesterday that the judge made about those college athletes that graduated high school in 2022 can get an extra year, fifth year of eligibility, if I stand correct.
Yeah, we were actually talking about that with my son RJ. We were talking about that. And so 2022, which really, you look at 2023, it is interesting. You can get an extra year, which here's the problem with it. And I go back and I'll tell you that class of 23, my son was a member of that class. They lost a year due to COVID, so really it messes them up. Now they're going to have to compete with the person that is exhausted their eligibility, and now they're allowed back. But you look at the class of 2023, they went through, they were all red-shirted, whatever it may be. And so, like the case with RJ, red-shirted at Louisiana Tech, 2 years at Hines, has 2 years at Thibodeau. Well, that same person could have done that at class of 2022. Well, now they've exhausted their eligibility, so we're going to give them one more year. And so in theory, they have a 6 year. If you're going to do that, I understand it. What they should do is say, everyone that's on a roster at this point, not one that was just signed. Well, now they will have it. You all have 5 years of eligibility. If you were redshirted one and you played 4, you have one more. And that's the case what they're doing with class 2022. But I really think they should look and do that with class of 2023, because that class of 2023, 24 got it, okay? 24 now has their 5th year to play, but for everyone that was in 23 that redshirted, they're going to have a year less in 2022 and a year less in 2024. And so if you're a coach and you're recruiting a guy in the 2023 class, that's going to be a mark against you. But yeah, that is what they voted on yesterday.
I wish they would have allowed 6 years, and when I say 6 years, just had that, you got 5, we'll allow 6. If you're Mormon, you're going to 2-year missionary, you got 6. You can't redshirt and get 7.
Correct.
You can have 6. If you're injured, you get one injury year, then you can have your redshirt in 4 or 5 or whatever. But I wish they would have done that and made a clause for... You can go 6 years and get one extra for an injury, 2 extra for a mission, something like that, and then that would have said nothing more.
Yeah, preacher, you're right. Because I thought these faiths that have do missions, and just like churches quite the saints you talking about Mormons. They take off on missions, very around the country, around the world, and there's years and they come back, and that's why they're older, and they end up getting married. I know a lot of families on the plane. They like NFL players in college, And also my language, you know what, you all, funny thing at Raw, that was a few years back. I found Eastern Michigan came there for a low price. I ended up buying it, and that's something you talk about Domino's Pizza. And you know, Eastern Michigan, that's what George Irvin played college ball at Eastern Michigan, and before going to Perth. And yeah, by the way, Irvin, the guy from my hometown, James South, they would make the Spurs South played in there for Boston. My father knows quite well. And by the way, my next year landing, my mother's birthday was yesterday. She hit the 80 mark. I know she probably would say, tell me, that's 20 years. You get that mark, you got a lot of happy birthdays. We're glad to have both of my parents still here.
Well,
absolutely. Next month.
Well, hey, happy belated birthday to your mom, and early happy birthday to your dad. Yeah, you were blessed. You have them both here. Man, Chuck and Petey, we're blessed as well with you calling in this morning. You have a great weekend. Appreciate you listening to the show.
All right, and thank you, and thanks for giving Domino's Pizza history. I'm on that one.
You are certainly welcome. That's what we do here. You can call us like Chuck did at 888-993-7762. It is the Origin Bank hotline, text line. But looking over top stadiums, Beaver Stadium, University Park in Pennsylvania, they're going to add on. They want to have the largest stadium in college football to surpass the Big House in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And that's how we started talking about Domino's Pizza on the trip I made to Ypsilanti years ago. But you look at the top three. Michigan, Penn State, and Ohio State are the top three. Kyle Field is the first stadium clicking in from the SEC with a seating capacity of 102,733. Now, Tabor always says I hate Louisiana. Not the case. But coming in fifth is Tiger Stadium, 102,321. Neyland Stadium, 101,915. Out at Texas, Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, 100,119. Steve's favorite stadium back in Jackson, Alabama, is Bryant Denny Stadium, 100,077. My cousin Tim's favorite stadium, Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, with 93,000. So Florida is next. I'm taking out the Rose Bowl and the Cotton Bowl. Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, 88,548. Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, 88,043. So there you go. Look at the top stadiums in college football. Do you think that Michigan will try and retain the Big House and add on? Are they okay with 107,601? Because you're the Big House. You're the biggest one. But then when Penn State adds on to theirs, and now they're, I don't think they're going to call Beaver Stadium the Big House. I think the fans will do that. Like maybe when Michigan comes to town, a new shirt that says the real Big House, and that's in University Park, Pennsylvania. But they're adding on. Check that article out on the Nick Brown Show Facebook page. Love you to watch our stream, subscribe to our YouTube channel. But Big Ten and the SEC did agree late Friday night to support a Senate bill that seeks to regulate college sports, ending a breakneck. They were going through negotiations, talking about we're going to, the SEC be their own league. But school presidents from both conferences voted to back the bill after receiving last-minute concessions over language regarding third-party name and likeness deals and the associated entities that often broker those arrangements between players and schools. Still have a little more details to work out, but the bill does have a chance to earn the 60 votes it needs to halt the debate and head up or down before the Senate breaks for summer next Friday. But it's interesting that they're finally coming together. You wonder, could we have a Big Ten SEC league in college football?
I mean, I do think we're headed to probably a north-south. I mean, you just feel like at some point it's going to whittle down to 64 to 72 teams, and they'll have whether it's east, west, north, south, whatever. You'll have like four divisions of say 9 teams in each part. So I could see it definitely headed to that direction. At some point, it'll be interesting because that's going to leave about 60 schools because those top schools have showed zero interest in doing any kind of revenue share. That those other 60 or 70 schools need to be able to continue to really compete on an even playing field.
Love to hear from you. 888-993-7772. A lot of text rolling in this morning. Certainly appreciate you waking up early and being part of the show. One of them, actually, Andy was very fortunate to go to Penn State right after September 11th. And late wife said she didn't want him going, but he went out and made it to Penn State to see them play. So I'd never been to Penn State. I think the Whiteout's probably the one of those that you look through the college football traditions. I think the Whiteout at Penn State is one of those that makes it.
But I think if I had money to blow, that would be something, to pick a couple of venues other than my team just to go experience. I think would be a fun thing to do. Just kind of like you like to go to Major League Baseball stadiums because it's somewhat affordable. Summer vacations. I haven't been to a ton. I've probably been about 12. And it's always fun to go and see if you don't have any interest in it.
Looking at the SEC, and let's talk the biggest stadiums. Have you been there? Kyle Field. Have you been to Kyle Field? And that's what I want you to text in to the Preacher Man. How many of these have you been to? Kyle Field and Texas A&M. One for one.
It's a good one, too.
Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
Yes.
2 for 2. You know that big orange palace in Knoxville?
I've been a few times.
3. Have you been to Darrell K. Royal Memorial Stadium in Austin?
I have been by it,
I have been in it. That's where Bo Jackson got hurt. I was at that game. Have you been to Bryant-Denny in Tuscaloosa?
Again, been by it. When I went to Tennessee, Alabama, they were playing in Birmingham.
All right, I've been to that one. 5-5 Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia.
I have not.
6. Been in that one. And I'm going to tell you, there's 2 that have been there. Have you ever been in the Cotton Bowl? Because there's 2 that like separate the SEC. The Cotton Bowl and the Rose Bowl. Been to the Cotton Bowl. Have never been to the Rose Bowl. Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, University of Florida.
I've not been there, no. Don't really want to go there either.
I have enjoyed it. You won't back down. Jordan Hare Stadium, Auburn, Alabama.
I've not.
You're missing a treat.
I'd like to go.
Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska.
No, I've not been there. No.
I have been to that one. Well, they got these are not just college. These are NFL included. Have you been to Clemson?
No. Been by it.
I have not.
We did a mission trip, so let's drive by the stadium.
Now, Gaylord family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. I have not been.
I've been there.
Okay. I've been there. Was going to break in, but I did not. So I'm going to say that I have indeed been there. It wasn't a game going on at the time. We'll take our
into more smaller stadiums, I'm afraid, where the teams aren't good and tickets are affordable.
We're going to get to all of those. Want to hear the stadiums you've been to? Text into the Preacher Man at 888-993-7772. You're listening to the Nick Brown Show Network. We'll be right back after this break.
Has your yard work and summer fun already put you back in the bind? Been lift, twist, traditional tension and pressure on your back and neck. Watch your muscles and nerves become inflamed. You start to feel the pain and stiffness, and no matter how many over-the-counter medications you take, it just won't go away. Well, it's time to call Dr. Bob Rendina at Chiro Network in Ruston. Chiropractic treatments work to get your back and neck working properly again. Play it smart. Stretch before and after. And when you need a chiropractor, call Dr. Bob Rendina at Chiro Network in Ruston.
You know what that sound means. It's time for the Pillowy Pluff Delicious Daylight Donut. Go visit them at 108 Monticello Avenue in Ruston, just north of I-20. They're open Monday, 5:30 to 10:30 a.m., Tuesday through Friday, 5:30 to 11:30 a.m., and on Saturday and Sunday from 6 to 12. Daylight Donuts of Ruston, proudly supporting the Nick Brown Show for the last 10 years. Ask for a wedding cake-filled donut. It's a Nick Brown Show favorite.
Friends, this is Skip Russell, your #1 insurance agent in Ruston for the past 42 years. I want you to know that I would be proud to be your insurance agent. Come by and check out our new lower rates on automobile insurance. Call us at 255-5050 or come by our office at 105 Reynolds Drive in Ruston. That's behind Wendy's and Captain D's. Thank you.
Looking for country style that hits like a classic anthem? Meet Chasing Luna Clothing Company. It's ultimate gear for rowdy nights and backyard bonfires. Before you look us up, remember one thing. There is no G in chasing, just CHASIN. That's pure, unfiltered country attitude. We've got graphic tees, premium caps, and rugged outerwear. It's built for the folks who live out loud. Grab your gear online today at chasingluna.com. That is CHASIN Luna.com.
Okay, so clearly the word is out about Country Pleasin' sausage. Thank you for helping make Country Pleasin' your go-to sausage on game day. From original to jalapeno and cheese, black pepper cheddar, even crawfish and pork, we can't get enough at Sports Talk 97.7, and it seems like you can't either. Check for Country Pleasin' at your local retailer, and for additional flavors, check them out at countrypleasin.com. That's countrypleasin.com.
Sexton Animal Health Center in Ruston serves your pet and you, providing high-quality pet health and wellness services to assist your pet in living a longer, happier, and healthier life, and providing you with access to leading-edge products, services, and educational content to enhance the bond with your pet. Sexton Animal Health Center is a full-service veterinary medical facility, providing the best possible medical, surgical, digital radiology, and dental care for their patients. And ask about pet daycare and boarding, too. Sexton Animal Health Center, 1628 East Kentucky in Ruston. Become a friend on Facebook to receive the latest news and updates. Saturday morning, sports and the Nick Brown Show. You can't beat it.
Welcome back to the Nick Brown Show and the Nick Brown Show. We'll have inspirational words from Cheer Guy today. No, we'll not have inspirational words from the Preacher Man. Cheer Guy is off doing what Cheer Guys do. He's at cheer camp. Sure, they're probably going to come back and win a lot of awards. He does a really good job. So,
speaking of since he's got Ruston High, I've noticed two or three national things. The team to watch out for in Louisiana. It's been Ruston, USA Today, a couple others. Of course, that third week in September will
Preacher Man
towards the side.
Competitive cheer analysis.
No, I'm just saying for football. You know, maybe think
no.
Maybe think of football. No, I have no idea about if we're the top cheer team in the state.
I did like it was kind of the way you worded that. We talked about cheer guys. Yeah, a lot of publications.
Well, I don't think about Ruston High. The big video I saw going on all over. They rated the top players at positions and had a mod as the number one tight end in the country. So it was fun to see that stuff.
It is. And what an exciting schedule. And I want to tell you, added West Point, Mississippi on that schedule. Well, the toughest schedule here, 34 years, 33, 34 years, toughest schedule. But
yeah,
Iron. I think there's a book that you read. Does it say that iron sharpens iron?
Yeah.
Is that in there?
Iron's going to sharpen iron, and iron can also hurt if it's hit on the wrong spot.
I was reading, and I think we can do a segment, not as part of sports, but like misquotes from the Bible.
God won't put on you more than you can bear.
Or spare the rod, spoil the child. That's not what it is. Spare the rod, hateth the child.
Well, you're going King James.
Yeah. Hey, wherever thou goest. You know what, Hoosiers? And the Philistines. All right. Welcome back to the Nick Brown Show. We'll have inspirational words from the Preacher Man a little later. But the list that I'm giving you today is about the stadiums, and curious to see because we're a well-traveled audience. And I looked through all of these stadiums, and you look at the first top 20. Never been to Notre Dame Stadium. Would love to go.
Yeah, I would like to do that. We should get the train and go up there.
Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina, just below. By the way, Notre Dame seats 77,602. But beneath that is Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina, with 77,559. I've been to Williams, Louisiana Tech, and was playing South Carolina. And it was funny. Will Muschamp was coaching Gamecocks, Colts, coaching the Bulldogs, and ended up South Carolina ended up winning the game. Louisiana Tech was the team that day. But 77,559 Williams Stadium
might be the most gotta be right up there with the most loyal fan base in the country. That they feel that thing up year after year. And if you look at their history, just other than the Steve Spurrier years.
No, the Lou Holtz years were good.
Yeah. I mean, you look at the double-digit win years. There just haven't been many. Man, they show up.
On this list, Legion Field is still listed. And the reason I cover that is the Birmingham Stallions are no more.
I saw that.
So when you had the merger, and if someone smart than I can confirm this, when they merged the USFL and the XFL, and they got the UFL. I don't think any of the original USFL teams are with us anymore. So it's kind of like I buy your company and go in and close out all the locations that you have. We merge and you go through. So they are no more. But one of the stadiums is interesting. Vaught Hemingway. What is the capacity of Vaught Hemingway?
60s?
I think it's in the 60s. I wonder if they would have a major expansion at Vaught Hemingway. Bobby Bowden Field, Doak Campbell is just 67,000. So
some of these stadiums, the way they're built, when you look at it, it would be hard to add a lot. I mean, you're talking about a lot of money to add capacity to it.
I want to tell you, years ago, late Joe Brown, Marshall run out, Dick Brown took John Long with him. We made our way down to 1981. Made our way to Doak Campbell Stadium. I want to tell you what's more impressive. Bobby Bowden won on the field. But I'm telling you, when I got to Doak Campbell Stadium, Chief Osceola and everything. It was like a high school field. There was chain link around it. You go back now and look at it. Look at pictures of it. So really built that stadium. Pat Dye the same thing at Auburn. But Vaught Hemingway. I think it's a nice 60 plus thousand.
Yeah. I know it. I'm pretty sure they've done an expansion in the last 10 to 12 years. And got it over 60,000.
The only time I thought I was going to pass away in a football game. I really went to your stadium. Joe Frazier was running back for Tennessee won the game. Rainy day. Luckily we didn't get arrested. One of the basketball players I was with actually had a five-finger discount at the sporting goods store, so we all had free rain gear that day. But you ever sat at the top of Neyland Stadium?
Yeah.
It moves. Like it's not a very comfortable.
It is so different in college stadiums where everybody brags about capacity, and in the NFL, other than a handful of stadiums, Jerry World is big, but that's probably for because most games there's 20,000 fans from the other teams in Jerry World. Same deal with LA. But the Titans are building their new stadium, and it's like 57,000 or something.
John, I mean, on the Origin Bank text line, knew right away, 64,000. Okay. To me, Tennessee. Okay. Have you ever sat in the nosebleeds? Did you feel the Did you feel the movement?
Yeah.
On there.
And you're like, I almost want a seat belt. When I stand up, I don't lose my balance and go forward. Because it is straight. You got a great sight line. Because it's pretty straight down in that stadium.
All right. You went to Mississippi State.
Yeah,
did I get you a good ticket that night?
Did you have? Yeah. We were down low in that, and then even when I went back, I guess last year when we saw Tennessee play Mississippi State there. The only thing is there was a chain link fence.
Davis Wade.
That divides kind of one section from the other, and like several people got their shirts caught in chain link fence in the stadium.
Well, the reason is you don't want fans mixing with fans.
That's kind of put a little nicer fence up the chain link where the tops are.
But it was nice when you walk all the way around.
Oh yeah. That's a nice stadium. I mean, like I said, Oxford's nice. I've been to Mizzou. I don't know what I know they've added on to that. The end zone at one time had like rocks and stuff in it. A lot of people would go sit in that section if they kind of had overflow capacity. But I saw them play Nebraska. What was impressive was the Nebraska fans. They probably had 20,000 fans in the stadium.
Love to hear from you. 888-993-7762. That is the Origin Bank text line and hotline. And we started talking about has the Big Ten surpassed the SEC as the number one conference? Okay. Indiana. Now, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio State. Now you have to look. It is very unique that the Big Ten and the SEC are supporting the college sports bill. And I'll tell you why. Go compare Starkville, Mississippi to Ann Arbor, Michigan. Compare Oxford, Mississippi to Columbus, Ohio. Where you have more people.
A lot more people.
You have a chance to have more corporations. Okay, think high school football. Love high school football. Need everyone to renew their ad on the Bearcat Nation Network. Okay? But think about it. You're here. It's the same people on the radio broadcast, on the video stream, on a sign at the stadium. And then they got to do it again for baseball. But that is why it is unique. And I'm going to tell you that one of the reasons the Big Ten is able to come in. And really, last three national titles. We'll get Preacher Man to bring up. I mean, like Chuck said, you can go back all the years that the SEC dominated, and this is Johnny come lately on the Big Ten winning those. But think about it. What has changed with NIL? Where are you more likely to have more businesses that can donate? Where are you going to have more alumni?
Yeah. And with your collectives, which are basically you let the average guy in. Hey, would you give us $200 a year into a collective? We'll let you come into a special tailgate a couple times a year. When you have almost a third. Anywhere from 25 to 50% more alumni than a lot of SEC schools. That's a lot more $2,500 that you can collect into these collectives. And they have a lot more alumni than most SEC schools.
Oh, of course they do. By the way, what we were talking about, I believe someone called in about it, texted in. A judge did grant injunction for the class of 22 athletes seeking a fifth NCAA season. So now if you finish in 24, you have 5 years. So if you were, here's the fallacy in this ruling. The class of 22, federal court dealt Baby's looking chaos to the NCAA's new eligibility rule. All high school class of 22 athletes who exhausted their fourth season of college eligibility this spring are eligible
to come in and make a decision that just sweeps across everything. Just seems interesting to me. Here's Trinidad Chambliss. You get one judge can make this decision. And it just trumps everything else. I just find that to be. And why can't another judge come in and I'm going to overturn that decision?
I don't know why you're all hot bothered.
I'm not. I just
the name Jalen Washington mean anything to you?
No.
Jalen Washington recently played at Vanderbilt. A Tennessee court granted Jalen an extra year and 18 other basketball players for the season of eligibility. So now you go through. So it's interesting though. It's not really going to be detrimental. They're not really giving him a sixth year. They would have not been redshirted. 22, 23, 24, 25. Because if they were redshirted, they would have an additional year.
No, I just find it interesting. You're always going to be able to find a judge out there somewhere.
I mean, those could come into play. And on your roster, and really affects major programs with the limited lack of funds that they actually have. But good stuff. With that, we're going to take a break to the Nick Brown Show Network. Brought to you by Adala Health. Check them out fast. They're great. Get that physical. Don't miss a lot of work. Go visit Adala Health. You check them out at AdalaHealthPC.com.
Has your yard work and summer fun already put your back in neck and a binding, lifting, twisting, puts additional pressure on your back and neck. Watch your muscles and nerves become inflamed. You start to feel the stiffness, and no matter how many over-the-counter medications you take, it just won't go away. Well, it's time to call Dr. Bob Rendina at Chiro Network in Ruston. Chiropractic treatments work to get your back and neck working properly again. Play it smart. Stretch before and after. And when you need a chiropractor, call Dr. Bob Rendina at Chiro Network in Ruston.
I'm hashing over an ethical dilemma, so I think I could use some black coffee.
Of course, you can get black coffee and all your favorite coffee beverages at the Depot Coffee Shop. The Depot Coffee Shop is located at 211 West Railroad Avenue in downtown Ruston. The Depot Coffee Shop is coffee with a cause. The Depot Coffee Shop is open Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and on Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 to 3. Call in your order at 232-7084 or visit the Depot Coffee Shop. When Brownie buys bourbon, it's at the Keg Package. Operating since 1972, the Keg Package has been serving the Ruston Grambling community for over 50 years. The Hightowers purchased the Keg in 2005 and built a new prime location in 2013 on the Tarbutton exit. They offer a wide variety of hard-to-find beer, wine, and liquor. They also have over 20 flavors of delicious frozen drinks. You can purchase Best Stop Boudin and sausage along with Louisiana Tech steaks. Come experience Divine Wine and the Keg Package.
Don't let concerns about current events derail your long-term financial strategy. Hi, I'm Edward Jones, financial advisor Jeremy Hebert, and I'm here to help. We can work together to understand today's financial landscape and make sure you achieve your goals. While you can't control market volatility, you can control your financial future. Let's connect. Start by giving me a call at 318-251-9200.
Member SIPC.
Big Brown for All Hours Fitness Ruston. In Ruston, life doesn't stop at 5 o'clock. Either should your goal. Welcome to All Hours Fitness Ruston. Your 24/7 destination for strength, health, and a better you. We've just grown. Enjoy over 15,000 square feet of premium equipment, outdoor training, and live classes. With our exclusive ladies only area, cryotherapy, red light therapy, massage bed, and tanning. We've taken away every excuse. Locally owned, built for life. Join the family at All Hours Fitness Ruston today.
I'm hashing over an ethical dilemma, so I think I could use some black coffee.
Of course, you can get black coffee and all your favorite coffee beverages at the Depot Coffee Shop. The Depot Coffee Shop is located at 211 West Railroad Avenue in downtown Ruston. The Depot Coffee Shop is coffee with a cause. The Depot Coffee Shop is open Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and on Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 to 3. Call in your order at 232-7084 or visit the Depot Coffee Shop.
Thanks for tuning into the Brown Show. On the air, online, and free app.
Hey Nick, I'm gonna hit FS always gives us sports, and I'm gonna go controversial. I'm gonna make one controversial statement based off one of these. They may not be. One good shout out to Louisiana, New Orleans native Mel Ott in 1945 hit his 500 home run. In 1978, Pete Rose, should he be in the Hall of Fame now? 44 game hitting streak came in versus the Braves. And then in 1972, to me, one of the most overrated quarterbacks in NFL history, Joe Namath signed a two-year contract with the Jets for $500,000. Did you know in 13 seasons, only two of those he threw more touchdowns than interceptions?
Not a Broadway Joe fan.
Well, I think he's good. But I mean, when you look at stats, even the Super Bowl year, you go, wow, he threw 4,000 yards back in that day. He threw 26 touchdown passes and 28 picks. He always threw a ton of picks. I don't know if it just. I don't know if there's defenses because they could knock the heck out of people, and so it was harder to get people open. You did notice that in the past. A lot more picks were thrown back then than today. I think they protect receivers in the passing game a whole lot more nowadays than they used to. But I think a lot of his flamboyancy and speaking up and Super Bowl win, kind of puts a little extra weight, kind of like Eli. The two Super Bowl wins versus looking at his career stats. But I'm okay with both of them. They brought a lot of eyeballs to the game.
Love to hear from your opinion. Broadway Joe, overrated quarterback in the NFL.
I'm not saying all time, but I think he.
Look at his stats. I think that's what you said.
I
quarterback
and look. I'm talking about one that you actually know of.
I would think
two times out of 13 years, more decent picks.
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
You know,
and speaking of Joe Namath and Cam, that flamboyancy, they both do have that.
You guys just have.
You need some Cam Newton.
You guys have something against quarterback dress flashy. Interesting. You guys are horrible people. Yeah, I thought everyone was welcome. No, wear a nice hat. Better watch
Susie Coleman may disagree with you.
I wasn't going to go there, but you have.
You know me. I'll go there.
We'd love to hear from you. Your opinion at 888-993-7762. That is the Origin Bank hotline. Slide again, 888-993. Big Ten. Look through Indiana's schedule.
Oh, they got a
could Indiana repeat as a national title?
I mean, they got some. You know, it's really going to come. They should easily have a horrible season and they go 8-4. To me, they've really got 4 games on their schedule. I mean, if you look at their first 5 games of the year, I mean, I don't know how you could get more of a. I guess cupcake non-conference schedule.
You got Oregon, Ohio State picked ahead of them in the conference standings.
Yeah, and I know they play Ohio State, so that's going to be a big one. I believe they play Southern Cal, but look at that schedule.
Their schedule. They're going through Indiana. Could they repeat? Kurt Cignetti's told you they're the best team in the country, right? Big Ten. Big Ten is the best conference.
And it sets up well with the new quarterback because they got 5 games to start the year.
North Texas, the Mean Green.
I believe that one.
Howard.
Gee, that's going to be tough.
Western Kentucky.
Another tough one.
Northwestern. Not State. Northwestern. Evanston, Illinois. Northwestern State in Natchitoches.
You know, Northwestern is one of those schools doing just the opposite, building a new stadium with smaller capacity. 35,000.
Looks like soccer.
Yeah, the Vanderbilt of the Big Ten.
Rutgers.
Yeah. Another one of those strong Big Ten programs.
So 5-0, then they travel to Lincoln, Nebraska.
Okay, that's going to be their first test.
October 10th, does Nebraska have enough to defeat? That's going to be a good. I'm going to go with the Cornhuskers winning that game.
I think it's a big year for the Cornhuskers too. Can they get to 9 or 10 wins finally?
After that, Indiana hosts Ohio State.
Okay, there we go. A lot of it's going to come down. Now, they could lose that game if they're undefeated.
They could lose 3 in a row. They could go 3 in a row.
You know, if they go 10, look at the schedule. If they go 10-2, do they get in?
Well, here's the thing. That game in Lincoln is so telling because after traveling Lincoln, they host Ohio State. And who do they have after they travel to Michigan?
Yeah.
And the big house for now until Penn State puts 2,000 more seats up and takes over as the true big house, the biggest stadium in college football. And that's what we started the show talking about. Getting with the Big Ten, Ann Arbor, the big house, 107,000. Penn State, 106,000. They're adding 3,000 seats, so therefore Penn State will be the unofficial big house.
They're going to lose one of those 2 games.
I think they're going to lose 2 of those 3.
They could.
And then they host Minnesota. Is PJ Fleck still rowing the boat? Like, I mean, you hadn't heard anything. PJ Fleck mentioned some SEC jobs, and now it's just kind of. So no. So then USC.
That's going to be. Is it
at home? It's in Bloomington.
That's going to be a tough one.
At Washington, and they host Purdue.
Yeah, I think it comes down. You know, on that schedule, there's 7 kind of cupcake games, and then they got 5 pretty tough. This with looking at what strength the schedule would be with 10-2 get them in.
I think they're going to have 3 losses. We want your opinion at 888-993-7762. Again, 888-993-7762. This is the Origin Bank hotline. Text line.
And their transfer quarterback is.
You go through obviously replacing Mendoza. Right now it's going to be Josh Hoover. So he's a senior transfer to the end.
that hits like a classic anthem. Meet Jason Luna Clothing Company. It's ultimate gear for rowdy nights and backyard bonfires. Before you look us up, remember one thing. There is no G in Jason. Just C-H-A-S-I-N. That's pure, unfiltered country attitude. We've got graphic tees, premium caps, and rugged outerwear. It's built for the folks who live out loud. Grab your gear online today at jasonluna.com. That is C-H-A-S-I-N Luna.com.
Okay, so clearly the word is out about country pleasing sausage. Thank you for helping make country pleasing your go-to sausage on game day. From original to jalapeno and cheese, black pepper cheddar, even crawfish and pork, we can't get enough of Sports Talk 97.7. It seems like you can't either. Check for country pleasing at your local retailer, and for additional flavors, check them out at countrypleasing.com. That's countrypleasing.com.
Sexton Animal Health Center in Ruston serves your pet and you, providing high-quality pet health and wellness services to assist your pet living a long, happier, and healthier life, and providing you with access to leading-edge products, services, and educational content to enhance the bond with your pet. Sexton Animal Health Center is a full-service veterinary medical facility, providing the best possible medical, surgical, digital radiology, and dental care for their patients. And ask about pet daycare and boarding too. Sexton Animal Health Center, 1628 East Kentucky in Ruston. Become a friend on Facebook to receive the latest news and updates. Get in the game. Now back to the Nick Brown Show.
Welcome back to the Nick Brown Show, the Nick Brown Show Network. Looking at those lists of starting quarterbacks, projected starting quarterbacks. Does anybody really know who is going to be starting at the SEC? You look at I really would like that one. Preacher Man Sherby Texas. Here's one from South Carolina. Lenore Sellers. And we didn't talk about him very much a couple of weeks ago. You look at Sellers. That's a player you want to come back from an injury. You don't even want to have, an injury. You want him all to get well. Man, Sellers really pulling for him. Lenore's he's a high school guy that went to South Carolina, correct? So he's been under Shane Beamer. I remember watching that little reality show. But you look, Auburn, quarterback's going to be from Byron Brown from South Florida. Trinidad Chambliss at Ole Miss, Ferris State, Mississippi State. Mario Taylor probably. That's interesting that he would go with. Well, he did start the Egg Bowl last year.
Yes, started the Egg Bowl.
It's a huge year for Jeff Lebby. And I think because of NIL,
man, they were so close to having about 7 wins. They had Texas on the ropes, they had Tennessee on the ropes, and just couldn't close the deal.
It was his best year of coaching. And I think he is a very good football coach, but I think you look at the dynamics of college football, that now you start with Mississippi is one of the toughest places to win in the league. You say, well, wait a minute, Brownie, because Oxford, Mississippi, it's different. It's a different school. Same state, way different. And where Ole Miss was when all this started playing Kiffin.
Yeah, you don't have a big enrollment, so therefore you don't have as big of alumni base. You're splitting your state with three schools. Ole Miss, Southern Miss. So you don't have a big population state, and so that further, separates out, let's say, who your corporate donors are and stuff. Probably more, you're going to lose some to Ole Miss, you're going to lose a handful to Southern Miss, so it just makes it a little bit of a tougher deal there.
You look at Gunnar Stockton started Georgia. He's an early enrollee at the university.
I saw a poll this past week in Georgia 12-0. They got a tough schedule too. They got Oklahoma, they got Alabama.
All right, so here's they're going to open up 3-0. They host Tennessee State week 1, Western Kentucky week 2, Arkansas. At Arkansas Fayetteville week 3. Now, September 19th. This is a game that's not going to get any attention. LSU, everything's going to be on LSU, Ole Miss. You look at Ryan Silverfield first year at Arkansas, came in really wasn't being negative, just being open and honest. Talking about redoing the weight room, changing the lighting like it was dim lighting. Like this place needs a change of expectations, and I think that's great to say. How tough is it to win? You mentioned high school. How good is high school football in the state of Arkansas? Yeah, you have very good programs, but not as many as you do in other states. And so now you've got to branch out. You got to get to the Memphis area, which has been dominated by Ole Miss. Alabama comes in to the Memphis area.
Texas Oklahoma coming in.
Yeah, so
LSU.
Then week 4.
Wait, on Arkansas, you're talking about quarterbacks. You got KJ Jackson, who came there from high school was a 4-star redshirt, or AJ Hill, who came over from Memphis with the coach. So one of those two.
One of those two. The other is going to only go the development of college quarterbacks. You can go to the portal. It's a lot easier.
So that's a tough deal. Week 3 you're playing.
Like Auburn doesn't develop quarterbacks. You go look. You got to go back to Bo Nix left to go to Oregon. You have to go back. Auburn had a quarterback at Ashton State. Alabama developed quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You go through. Now they have so many. Some of them leave and become stars at other schools. Tennessee, but Jared Curtis started Vanderbilt. We're going to continue with that Georgia schedule. Some people are saying 12-0 national title. I don't think they win October 10th at Alabama.
Yeah.
You have Oklahoma at home and Vandy at home. And then you travel to Tuscaloosa, then you host Auburn, and then the world's largest cocktail party will be in Atlanta this year, redoing the stadium in Jacksonville. Then you travel to Ole Miss.
That's a huge game. I think that game could be between that game and Texas. I think the winner of that game in Texas could be the best team in the SEC.
I think you look for Georgia to go 12-0 with that schedule. They're going to have to have some of the 2013 Auburn Tigers led by Gus Malzahn type luck come into play. Because I agree with that game in Oxford, Mississippi, November. Then you follow Missouri. What's Eli Drinkwitz going to have at Missouri?
He's done a great job there.
I just don't see anyone really going undefeated in the SEC.
That's a guy. I guess if I was looking, I mean, he is a unique character, but he can coach football. You might say the same thing about Indiana's coach. Unique character, but can coach football. I don't know that that's not a guy I would look at if I was a top 10 program.
You would look at Eli.
I mean, look at what he has done at Mizzou. Is impressive. I think he's averaging like 9 wins a year.
Yeah. And the expectations. I often wonder about that side. We're still looking at quarterbacks going through records. Is it easier to coach? Like you look at Missouri. The expectations are not as high at the University of Missouri as they are at the University of Tennessee. Would Eli Drinkwitz be able to be his unique, quirky self in Knoxville? He would be able to do that in Starkville.
Oh yeah.
But would he be
the king of the quirks there?
But would he be able to do that? Would that system work at the University of Tennessee?
Yeah, I don't want to overdo his first 3 years, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7. But the last 3, 11, 2, 10, 3, 8, 5. So the last 3 years, he's been very successful.
Is it going to be a situation where he turns into Matt Campbell type, where you're at, Matt Campbell finally did leave. Finally left Iowa State. But did he stay too long? No, he's at Penn State. So is Matt Campbell will be able to duplicate the success at Penn State that he had at Iowa State? And I think that's going to be interesting. That's what I kind of think about Eli.
The thing is, the one unique thing he has there in Michigan, I mean, Missouri, again, you're not known for but tons of high school talent, but the St. Louis area, kind of down in the boots, you put out some. See, only really football power in that entire state. So you don't for your corporate dollars, your fan base, everything. There's not a lot of college competition. So Georgia, what do you think? I'm thinking 10-2.
I think it's 10-2 playoff appearance. I look at that game at Alabama, October the 10th. I think that one's going to be tough. Could Quint, turn your radio off. Not an Auburn show. Could Alex Golesh, the defense has been on the plains. Could they be a maybe not a sleeper to win anything, but put them on upset special and win one that you don't think they're going to win? Like you look at Georgia. I think that Alabama's going to defeat Georgia. That's going to be one loss. I don't see them winning November 7th in Oxford. That's two losses. So you look at this schedule. Is there another loss on that schedule? And could Auburn be that? Or is it going to be, Missouri? Is it going to be, Shane Beamer? Is this his last stand in Columbia, South Carolina? A lot of great coaches, too, of Jeff Levy and Shane Beamer. I think if they're at any other school, we're putting up perhaps for Coach of the Year.
I think there's a lot of teams in the SEC that could go 10-2. Bama, Georgia, Texas A&M, LSU. I don't know if anybody's going to go 12-0, but then I think there's a bunch of teams that go 8-4, 9-3. Tennessee, Auburn, go down the list. South Carolina pulling upset with North Sellers. So some of these programs that are maybe not going to, maybe they're not quite playoff ready, but there's a good chance, fans, the stadium get hyped, the team plays well, the other team makes some mistakes, and there is that upset that keeps one of those 10-2 teams dropping to 9-3 and out of the playoffs.
Here's the thing, you look at LSU. I think one thing is question with LSU. I think that Lane Kiffin's going to be able to win the talent. I think that's what he can do. It doesn't matter. A lot of people say, can you get all this talent to play together? I think when you look at LSU, your running backs. I know you say, wait a minute, players are bigger, but the size of their running backs. The tallest running back they have is from Wisconsin. Dylan Jones is 5'11". They have 5'9" K. Durham. He's led LSU rushing the past 2 years. 5'10" Harlan Berry. He had a team best 4.7 yards a carry. With the defenses, I think it's going to be interesting to see. You look at the best secondary and the best D-line. They face up against LSU. LSU with a tough schedule, Clemson, A&M, Alabama, Texas, Tennessee, Arkansas on the road. And they travel to the plains as well.
So my question with LSU is probably the defense because it was so bad last year. And I have no doubt they've got a great coordinator coming in. They are going to be better. But better enough that in a couple of those really close ball games, they're able to carry them over the edge. And so, like you said, Lane Kiffin has been a magic worker everywhere where he's been. Does it continue? A lot of players to blend. Definitely going to be some exciting football. And man, that Ole Miss game is going to be great.
It certainly is. Love to hear from you. 888-993-7762. That is the Origin Bank hotline and text line. Only one number you have to remember. That is 888-993-7762. We'd love to hear from you on the Origin Bank hotline and text line. We'll be right back after this break.
As your work and summer fun already put you back in the mind, been linked, twisting, additional tension and pressure on your back and neck. Watch muscles and nerves become inflamed. You start to feel the pain and stiffness, and no matter how many over-the-counter medications you take, it just won't go away. Well, it's time to call Dr. Bob Rendina at Chiropractic Network in Ruston. Chiropractic treats work to get your back and neck working properly again. Play it smart. Stretch before and after. And when you need a chiropractor, call Dr. Bob Rendina at Chiropractic Network in Ruston.
I'm hashing over an ethical dilemma, so I think I could use some black coffee.
Of course you can get black coffee and all your favorite coffee beverages at the Depot Coffee Shop. The Depot Coffee Shop is located at 211 downtown Ruston. The Depot 11 to 11 p.m. and on Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 to 3. Calling your order at 232-770-84 or visit the Depot Coffee Shop.
When Brownie buys bourbon is at the keg. Operating since 1972, the keg package has been serving the Ruston Grambling community for over 50 years. The High Towers purchased the keg in 2005 and built a new prime location in 2013 on the Tarbutton exit. They offer a wide variety of hard-to-find beer, wine, and liquor. They also have over 20 flavors of delicious frozen drinks. You can purchase Best Stop Boudin and sausage along with Louisiana Tech steaks. Come experience Divine Wine and the keg package.
Don't let concerns about current events derail your long-term financial strategy. Hi, I'm Edward Jones, financial advisor Jeremy Hebert, and I'm here to help. We can work together to understand today's financial landscape and make sure you achieve your goals. While you can't control market volatility, you can control your financial future. Let's connect. Start by giving me a call at 318-251-9200.
Nick Brown for All Hours Fitness Ruston. In Ruston, life doesn't stop at 5 o'clock. Neither should your goals. Welcome to All Hours Fitness Ruston, your 24/7 destination for strength, health, and a better you. We've just grown. Enjoy over 15,000 square feet of premium equipment, outdoor training, and live classes. With our exclusive ladies-only area, cryotherapy, red light therapy, massage bed, and tanning. We've taken away every excuse. Locally owned, built for life. Join the family at All Hours Fitness Ruston today.
I'm hashing over an ethical dilemma, so I think I could use some black coffee.
Of course, you can get black coffee and all your favorite coffee beverages at the Depot Coffee Shop. The Depot Coffee Shop is located at 211 West Grill.
Your coaching staff goes from 5.
Coffee Shop is open Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and on Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 to 3. Call in your order at 232-7084 or visit the Depot Coffee Shop.
Saturday morning. Sports. And the Nick. Thanks for tuning in to the Nick Brown Show. On the air, online, and free app.
Welcome back to the Nick Brown Show Network. Steve chiming in from Jackson, Alabama. Another quarterback on that roster to watch is Landon Duckworth from Jackson, Alabama. 6'4", 215-pound freshman. By the way, I was following the Walter Taylor is back at Vanderbilt as a tight end now. So I think he's been the Vandy, Ball State, Colorado, back to Vandy. I don't know if I'm missing any, but if I follow correctly. But Duckworth. So be interesting to see.
Yeah. Vandy's going to be an interesting year this year as well because Def Pavia and his legs and playmaking ability got Vandy several wins. Jared Curtis much better quarterback, NFL type quarterback. Pavia, but again a true freshman. And so how does all that go this year too? They also had some experienced offensive linemen that they lost. FS coming in pro Joe Namath was a two-time AFL MVP, one of the most important games in NFL history. That was a huge game. It was the face of the league. He was the Peyton Manning of his day with regard to commercial endorsement. So good word coming in there. I'm not anti-Joe Namath. I just think looking at his stats, I'm just like, yeah, a little overrated. But obviously won the big game, and the league thought enough of him to give him a couple of MVPs.
All right, I'd love to hear from you. 888-993-776. We started the day, we talked about the stadiums. Penn State is going to make their stadium larger than the big house in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I went through the stadiums that you've actually, the size of the stadiums. You look at the SEC. Of course, Kurt Cignetti said, the Big Ten is proven that they're the number one. It's not a hype machine. They are the best league in football. And the OSEC Big Ten debate. Push. You go through. We talked about the 2014 playoff this past week in college football.
So stupid.
All right. Is it stupid?
Yes. 16 is plenty. It's the perfect number.
If you went with 24, I agree with you. But as I read further, in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Blake Anderson, to the top. In Athens, Ohio, the Bobcats of Ohio. In Ruston, Sonny Cumbie, Louisiana Tech. In South Alabama, Mobile, Major Applewhite, and the Jaguars. In Monroe, Bryant Vincent, and the Warhawks. They're going to bring their guys in. They're going to practice. And I'm telling you, the best you can do. I know that James Madison made it. James Madison and Liberty aren't playing the same ball that the rest of the mid-majors are. I'm just telling you. Financially, it's a money game. James Madison and Liberty have it. Most don't. Okay? So it's a different ball game. 24 teams. What if you guaranteed a spot into the playoffs for every conference champion? Is Sun Belt champion. Let's just say it's James Madison. Are they going to go to Columbus, Ohio and beat the Buckeyes? Probably not. Let's go to Conference USA. Is Jacksonville State? That'd be a heck of a game. Jacksonville State goes into Bryant-Denny and plays Alabama in the opening round of the college football playoffs. But other than that, you're looking at your Conference USA champion, your Sun Belt champion, are playing for a bowl game on a Tuesday night in Montgomery. I mean, is it? Would you support the 2014 playoff if every team got it? Now, we've already expanded the NCAA basketball tournament. That doesn't mean the number 2 team from the Sun Belt. That doesn't mean the number 2 team from Conference USA. Basically, what that means is the 13th, 14th, 15th team from the SEC is going to be in, and the seller team is not going to be, not really 13th, 14th, 15th, but you know what I'm saying. 12th, 13th, 14th team may make it into the NCAA tournament. Would you be opposed to a 2014, and I asked the intelligent audience on All Sports Radio, would you be opposed to a 2014 playoff where all conference champions were admitted into the playoffs and the rest of the slots were filled with teams with at large?
I think I'm just reading the tea leaves. It's become about money. You're adding 5 games potentially for somebody. So you're going from right now, you're already looking at if you play these conference championship games, which I know the SEC commissioners get out in them and stuff. With the playoff, the day for a conference championship game is done with. But right now, you're already looking.
Wait. Pump the brakes.
What is this point?
Okay. I'm going to give you a point. You're thinking like an elitist from the SEC Big Ten. And I agree with you.
You pay them in the Conference USA.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like the Sun Belt, but here's the thing. You don't play everybody in the SEC. Like not all SEC
never have.
Correct. Not all SEC schedules are created equal. Look at Arkansas' schedule. But I think that the SEC, the Big Ten carry enough weight. But when it comes to your G5, G6, mid-major leagues, Sun Belt, Conference USA, if you don't have a championship game there, let's just say Blake Anderson has a great year in Hattiesburg. Coach of the year. And if you had two divisions, they make their way into a conference championship game. If you don't, and you just take the overall champion,
I mean 18 games.
I understand. You're going to have to cut somewhere.
I mean, you can't cut regular season games. You got to have it for the.
There's going to be buys. You're going to have 8 buys. So there'll be 8 games.
Well,
then there'll be 8, 16,
and then there's 4 more.
23 games.
So some games some will get 4. A bunch will get 5 games.
Different from the high school playoffs,
but I think the difference is you at some point are going to have a kid that goes to Mendoza that goes, I'm looking at being the top pick in the NFL draft. Is it worth risking it? And you say, he'll be upset. You've transferred. Are you really that concerned about what the fan base and your legacy? Are you concerned about I'm signing an NFL contract worth $50 million? I just think at some point players are either going to ask for more money or there's going to be stipulations just like the NFL. It's not a ton of money, but you do get more money when you play in the playoffs. Are they going to ask for more money to be in the playoffs? And then you're just, I think the risk injuries. And you cannot do like the brain dead people thinking that you can play all these games at neutral sites. I mean, the NFL is home Super Bowl.
Well, that's right. Because you look at money and you do away with a lot of the bowl system that currently
You've got to do away with bowl system. But I think 24 is too many.
I think a byproduct of what that we haven't seen and will see. You go to a high school game and the team loses. I was looking back through some photos, and you see the tears from players when they've lost. You see the tears from parents when they've lost. Going back to collegiate days. Back in the 80s and 90s, teams lost. You were upset. Some of us even threw a television set out of a second-story window at Auburn Hall Apartments. But now when you look at it with the college game, you're a hired hand. You're a rented gun. You really don't care. You don't have the emotional investment that your fans do. Like players have been going to Bryant. Families have been going to Bryant Stadium in Tuscaloosa for years. Well, you get this running back that transferred in from wherever. He fumbles on third and two from the 4-yard line versus Auburn in the Iron Bowl, and Auburn wins. Fans are devastated. Knocks Alabama out of the national title. Upset. But the players just been in Tuscaloosa for 4 months. Does it really bother them that much? You know what I'm saying? And the same thing in Tennessee. You've got hired hands. And so that's why you see players that lose a big game smiling. Like that bothers me. And some of the fans, someone on social media say, it's just a game, Brownie. But like the investment that you have. You know, like if you travel, if I want to go to an Auburn, you're looking around $2,000 by the time you look at hotel tickets, everything. Like you want it to mean something to the players on the field more than not more than you, but you want people. I enjoy when athletes are hurt by a loss. And I think now the NIL, I just looked at notes version with the NIL, the transfer portal, it doesn't mean anything because they don't have the investment that those are in the program.
And I'll cut a guy some slack. If a guy has been a lifer at my school and he has a bad game in the NCAA tournament or whatever, yes. I'll cut you up, but the guy comes in for a paycheck, and you're coming in for that, and we love you if you perform well and you play well, but if you don't, then you're just looked at differently. It's not the same thing, and they may not care, but some of these guys are maybe marginal money-wise. I mean, if the guy's coming in for, $2-3 million, whatever, but if the guy that's coming in for a couple $100,000, I think sometimes they miss the connection that being an Auburn lifer will be, and the lifetime connections that can give you as far as your future and stuff.
I think you're 100% correct, actually. And we're going to take a break. Steve chimed in and said he believes that there are 7 Division I FBS scholarship athletes from Jackson High School. It'd be interesting to see the most. That's got to be a lot for a town of 4,000 or 5,000 people. But wonder if what's the most? Like right now, it's pretty interesting. You can say Russ and I with all the players.
Russ and I don't have a lot this year.
Maybe McKenzie may have a few.
We got some 1AA players.
UT Martin goes.
Yeah, UT Martin.
Listen to the Nick Brown Show Network. We'll come right back with inspirational words from the Preacher Man. We'll be right back after this break.
This is Brandon Kraft, General Manager at Homes Plus. Are you tired of your rent going up or paying someone else's bill? At Homes Plus, we are North Louisiana's land and home specialist. So come in and see us today so that we can show you how to own for less than renting.
Get the plus, Homes Plus.
Friends, this is Skip Russell, your #1 insurance agent in Ruston for the past 42 years. I want you to know that I would be proud to be your insurance agent. Come by and check out our new lower rates on automobile insurance. Call us at 255-5050 or come by our office at 105 Reynolds Drive in Ruston. That's behind Wendy's and Captain D's. Thank you
Provision Security, preserving your past, protecting your future. Cameras, doorbell cameras, systems you can control all from your smartphone. Security systems with low monthly monitoring starting at $14.99. Provision Security is more than security. Sound systems, hanging your flat screen TV, speakers in your ceiling, even Wi-Fi systems. Provision Security, 314 East Georgia in Ruston. Call Michael at 773-3703. Check him out on Facebook. Provision Security.
Hey guys, the gals aren't the only ones that care about their look. Let Adrienne Russell or Dara Davis at LaBella Salon give you just the right hairstyle. Need a massage? Mamie Lee is their massage therapist and can work out those sore, tired muscles. Go ahead, schedule an appointment today. Call LaBella Salon 202-5848. LaBella Salon, 105 Reynolds Drive, next to Skip Russell State Farm in Ruston. What are you waiting for? Now's a great time to give them a call. LaBella Salon, 202-5848. Walk-ins welcome.
One more Saturday, one more tailgate, one more time watching your kids becoming Bulldog fans. One more chance to stand shoulder to shoulder with Bulldog Nation, because football isn't just a game, it's where stories are made, traditions are passed down, and memories become a part of who we are. This fall, make room for one more Louisiana Tech football, 6 Saturdays. Season tickets are on sale now. Visit LaTexSports.com/tickets or call 318-257-3631.
Sports Talk, Southern Style, on the Nick Brown Show.
Welcome back to the Nick Brown Show on the Nick Brown Show Network. Enjoy reading my copy of Lindy's today.
FS got a question for you.
What does he have?
With your 2014 playoff, your question should be, do you want more blowouts in the playoffs?
If you knew you had, let's look at it. I mean, everyone wants to compete for championships. And I say this over and over. I know I'm a broken record. But the best they can do at the stadium that's behind me is a conference championship. That's it. The best they can do at Monroe is, I'm like Louisiana Tech's not beating Ohio State or Indiana for the national title. It's not going to happen. ULM is not going to go play Georgia for the national title. Now, unless you're going to do a G6 playoff.
Man, that would be fun.
I think it would be really fun.
I mean, I'm excited. You're excited about Sunbelt this year. Arkansas State, Southern Miss. We wouldn't be excited about seeing North Dakota State, Montana.
The point is, maybe we're just different. But to me, playing for a title, the way everything is expensive now, it's usually not in the plans. We've gone to bowl games. Our family's gone to New Orleans to the bowl game, gone to Shreveport. The late Joe Brown took us to bowl games. A few years ago, went out to the Cotton Bowl and watched Louisiana Tech play Army. Went to the State Fair of Texas. That's where I had Fletcher's corn dog for the first time ever. They're the absolute best. They're even better than that little cart outside at Disneyland. But that's the top 2 corn dogs. But my point is, going for a national title means something. You're conference champions. Yes, conference championships are great. But it would be more fun and more exciting if you knew. But nobody's going to just say that. Like, you and I know that. Like, you got to think, if you're Sonny Cumbie, you're Brian Vincent, you know that when you're out there, your goal is to win 6 games and go to a bowl game. Whether it's the Shreveport, Montgomery, Tampa, Boca. Okay? That's the best you can do. Baseball is the last sport, because they've ruled it out. I talked to the commissioner from the Sun Belt Conference. What has he got to do to get more teams in? We're at football media days. I'm saying, I would like to talk about basketball. You're on the selection committee. What do you have to do to get a team, more than one team, be a more than one bid league? We have to get better, okay? Like, you may have an upset at March Madness from Sun Belt Conference USA team. Kermit Davis, he take a team to the Sweet 16 at Middle Tennessee? He used that to got the Ole Miss job. So you have to have championship at the end. And I think that, now the one problem with that is, if they did have a G6 playoff, could, with the amount of money the SEC is putting in baseball, the ACC is putting in baseball, could they come back and say, well, since you're playing for a playoff in a different league in football, we're not going to let you into the field of 64.
I mean, right now they allow teams, to play in one whatever.
Well, like
it is.
Southland Conference, FCS, Northwestern State,
they can play
Demons.
in basketball and baseball. So I don't know that they would, because honestly, it probably keeps more money in the pot for the big boys. But we don't think less of Haynesville for winning a championship versus Ruston.
Correct. I totally.
So I don't think you would look at that any less. It's a championship. When Louisiana Tech looks back at their past and sees those championships that they won, man, you celebrate those teams. So
there are 133 teams in FBS football. 2 independent 16-team playoffs. 32 teams would be competing for a national title.
Well, I think you would have, if you did that, I think some of those borderline 1AA programs would move, like your Montana States. I think they would move up and even help further strengthen. That would be a lot of teams.
I don't think you would need that. I think
10 or 12 of them would do it.
I don't think you want them to, though.
You may not, but I think North Dakota State
Or could you
would.
go, here's the deal. Would it be outlandish if you went to a 2014 playoff on each division, 48 teams are making the playoffs? So, you could schedule it around. Some of them you have to schedule around bowl games. But, what's 133 minus 48? Would you have that?
I think you go 16 and 16, and I think you'd have it good. And that's kind of what I think the lower.
So 100 teams are staying at home.
That's the lower, kind of now. And that's kind of similar percentage probably to what baseball and, basketball are with, what is it now? 76 teams? The field is 76.
All right, inspirational words.
Inspirational words from the Preacher Man, brought to you by the Depot Coffee Shop.
All right, I'm going to give you one we all need. I have to remind myself of this all the time. This is a word for us as fans. From James 1:19, it says, "Dear brothers and sisters, take note of this." Now, this is a good one. If you're married, if you're dating, it says, be quick to listen. So quick means ready. You're hearing the details. You're hearing what Mandy's actually saying versus maybe what she's saying. But here's the one for all of us fans. Be slow to speak and slow to become angry. So when you want to yell at the ref, you want to yell at the coach, you want to yell at the players, maybe keep it in to yourself. If you're at home in front of the TV and you want to throw your pillow, okay. But when you're out in public around other people, it just says, you don't have any control over what's going on in the field. It's easy to criticize from the distance. So instead, let the words that come out, especially high school, stuff like that, let it be positive, let it be encouraging, let it be uplifting. Enjoy the experience, enjoy the time with your friends and your family. Sure, you get frustrated, but maybe just keep it to yourself. There's my inspirational word.
Thank you for the
and I need that too.
I think we all do. Very good inspirational words. The cheer guy will be back with his list next week.
Maybe it'll be a list from the cheer stuff. He'll bring us some cheer wisdom.
Love to hear from you again. Appreciate all those type.
My son had to take a gymnastics class at West Point. And everybody had to take it. You had to take boxing. That was one first one, survival swim, grappling. And one of it was gymnastics. He said that was the absolute hardest course he ever had in his life. And the one time in his life he prayed for a D, because if you didn't get that, you had to overdo it. And he had to hire a coach to help him with like the somersaults. And you're supposed to do an iron cross. He said about 1 out of 25 could do that. So all respect to those cheer people that can do some of those somersaults and twists and jumps.
Year 2 for Bill Belichick in Chapel Hill. I don't know if you saw this. Michael Lombardi, Belichick's right-hand man, the general manager. He's the highest paid general manager at a public institution. He's making $1.5 million. Has been placed on leave due to an investigation. 3 days later, Carolina announced that an official investigation in Lombardi's conduct had begun, while Belichick largely sidestepped questions about the impact on his team. So you look now, if you would have told me that you know who is also at University of North Carolina, Bobby Petrino, the offensive coordinator.
I think you're right, yeah.
So if you told me that UNC was having an investigation, I would have told you it was probably Bobby Petrino. What I would have said.
What do you?
Okay, I'm glad you actually, for once in the brief 3 to 4 years that you've been coming here, we've never been of one accord. Actually, we're on the same like mind. Like, paying players is legal if you just follow the proper channels. What did you do to be changing grades? I mean, does anybody check eligibility?
And North Carolina, I think, tried enrolling people in some kind of crip class, and they got off on that.
Yeah, and they put Charlotte on probation. But you go through, like, what do you have to do? It's like, I'm now following this, and you just talked about slow to anger and all of this and great scripture today. I really want to know what he did.
Okay, this past week, Tennessee had second-team all-conference pick Aaron Carter get suspended for 2 games.
Thank you for bringing that up.
2 games. He was going into the NFL draft, so his agent buys him a ticket to the combine, $427. He gets injured, and it's really going to hurt his draft stock. I mean, he could recover and stuff before the college season, but not before the NFL draft and all. So he decides to come back. Pays back the $427 to the NCAA. I mean, not to the NCAA, to the agent. He's suspended for 2 games because of that. I mean, guys in their NIL contracts have travel for their family, for the that they can do for themselves and stuff like that. Getting families jetted up and stuff like that can be in their NIL contracts, and you get suspended. So it's just kind of weird what the NCAA enforces and doesn't enforce.
Subscribe to that channel, and for John Tabor, for the Preacher Man, for the Cheer Guy who'll be back next week, I am Nick Brown. Until next week, as always, keep the coffee warm.
You've been listening to The Nick Brown Show, a fresh brew of sports talk. Saturday mornings at 8 a.m., come join us. Or stay in the conversation all week long with The Nick Brown Show on Facebook and Twitter.